5 new powerful mobs, 3 epic boss fights, 11 new weapons, each with their own unique abilities, 5 adorable new pets that you can befriend, and 3 mounts. Hello everyone! Today we're checking out Anime Jutsu. I was gifted a copy of this add-on in advance so I can make a video for you guys on release day. So thank you so much to the developers Kubo Studios, who you might have heard on my channel before. They make the Morph add-on, which has the collaboration with Naturalist add-on, which is amazing, and Villagers++. I do have videos on those 2 add-ons as well that I'll link down in the description that you can watch after this one if you want to. But please note this video is not sponsored in any way, and all opinions are my own. When you first log into your new or pre-existing world with this add-on, you'll be given this new guidebook, and this book has a ton of information, like a lot. There's a lot of things going on with this add-on, so this will become your new best friend because there are so many things here. Really cool about this book is that if you shift and right-click, you can go through the introduction, and the contents will have little topics that you can go ahead and go to if you want to look at specific things like so. And if you close the book, it remembers the last page that you're on, so if you're like researching and going over something, you can go right back to where you were in the book, which I think is really cool. Also, if you shift click again and go to changelog, it'll show you everything that's in this release for this add-on. And also there's a special script event command that you can do if you're the owner of this server or just the world that you're playing in, and here it is right now. And if we go ahead and hit enter on that, we can turn on and off griefing for the mobs, the weapons. We can turn on or off PvP mode or boss summoning. We could also set the spawn rates for the different mobs that can spawn in your world, so you can set it to none, rare, normal, frequently, or abundant, which I think is awesome. I definitely think more add-ons need to have special settings for the different animals and mobs that spawn in your world. There are so many things in this add-on that I don't think one video is going to do it justice, but I am going to go ahead and start off with the basics and give some brief overview of a lot of the most important things to see if you guys would be interested in purchasing this add-on for yourself. And then in the future, I'll do more in-depth videos on specific topics, but to start off, you're going to want to make some scrolls. And scrolls are the brand new item that you're going to need to make with paper in a book like so. So I'm going to make a couple of these now. And once you make a scroll, you can make a brand new item called a casting table. And this is going to be your new crafting table to make a bunch of items just for this add-on. Making your own casting table, you're just going to need a normal vanilla Minecraft crafting table and one of the new scrolls. And there we go, it'll look just like that one right here. And in this, we can make a bunch of different items, and it'll show you the recipes that you need to make them. Let's go ahead and make another dummy pack. So we're going to need an armor stand and some paper like so. And this will give us our dummy pack, which will go ahead and place one of these type of items on the ground. There are a couple different variations I've noticed. So there's this one, and there's this one, and there's that one. Yeah, so you can kind of change up who you want your dummy to look like. And with this, you can go ahead and practice your fighting abilities, and it'll kind of show you how much damage you're doing too. So right now I'm just doing 1 damage, but if I go ahead and switch to like a diamond sword, we can see that I'm doing 8 damage, and then let's see if I can get a crit. I just did 12. So yeah, it'll show you when you crit. So you do 12 damage when you crit, when you hit it when you're falling down. Very nice. And this is one of the new weapons from this add-on. Let's see how much damage we can do. Oh wow, we moved the whole thing. Oh, that's pretty cool. This is a lot of fun. If you have anger issues, you can just go ahead and just punch on this dummy. Oh, we did 27. Next, let's go ahead and make this world order pack. We're just gonna need some paper and a sapling like so, and then in our casting table, we can go ahead and make one of these, and clicking on this will allow you to go into your player settings and it kind of change how you play and what type of things that you want to see. You can set it to first person, third person. You can do all kinds of stuff. Hit submit, and then you can see a little bit better what you're actually doing, and then you can reset it too if you want to go back to the beginning. The next item is the tamer pack, and you're going to need these to tame your mount. So you're going to need amethyst shard and some paper. Put it in your casting table, and you can go ahead and make one of these. We can't use it yet until we summon a mount, but you're going to need these in the future. And now we can make the health pack. So we're just going to need paper and a sweet berry. In our casting table, we can go ahead and make one of these, and by consuming this, do you see that I gave us another row of hearts that'll last for a minute, like so. Health boost number 5 and more health, so that is pretty cool. It does interact with some of the different weapons. It'll kind of like remove that effect, so that is something to keep in mind. But yeah, very cool item, definitely going to be very useful for all of the different boss fights. Next up, we're going to look at the 5 new powerful mobs, not including the bosses and the pets and mounts, but these ones you can find in your world, depending on your settings. If you turn off like mob spawning, they won't spawn, but you can summon them with items as well. So you can either find them in different biomes or by summoning them, and then the 5-tailed wolf can be found in the frozen peaks, the jagged peaks, or the stony peak biomes. But we're going to summon one in, so we're going to use one of our scrolls, and the scrolls are really cool because you'll put one down, then we'll put a diamond and warp root, and that'll summon that mob. So I am in creative right now, and it is a neutral and hostile mob, depending, so you can fight with it, and we're going to have to progress in this add-on because it does drop a special item, and we're going to need that item to craft other things in the future, like our pets. But this one will drop this item right here. If we go to this page, it'll show you the different creatures that dropped which items. So we're going to need Enraged Soul. We'll get that from the 5-tailed wolf, which you want somewhere. Condensed Fur we get from the Armored Feline. Mana Scarf we'll get from the Doge. We'll get End Scrap from the Cider Blade Host. Space Fracture by the Warper. And the next 3 items are the from the different bosses that you're going to do. But that is very cool. So let's go ahead and summon some more creatures. So if we put down our scroll and we put down iron and another scrap, it'll go ahead and spawn in this Armored Feline. Where you go? Where you go? This mob right here. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. And if we go back to contents and kind of go back to mobs, you can find this one spawning in the taiga biomes if you have spawning on. And then here's the summon recipe and what it drops as well. And this mob is neutral, has 120 health, we can see, and it does 2 to 12 attack damage. So there's so much information in these books. It's really, really cool. And the models of these creatures look absolutely amazing. I want to spawn another wolf too, just because this guy is so cool. And we can get a pet that kind of looks like this as well. And all of these mobs that we can summon and fight for their items do have like a corresponding pet that we can get, which is really cool. A little bit sad, but also really cool. We can get a pet that kind of looks like that, a little bit different. But we're going to summon in the Doge now. We're going to need the Cherry Sapling and an Iron Sword. We can find these ones naturally in cherry groves. But let's go ahead and summon you, Doji boy. Doji boy, look at you. So fancy. Very, very cool. And then the next one we can summon with Stone Sword and Eye of Ender. So let's go ahead and put a Stone Sword in there, and then we need the Eye of Ender. There we go. Buddy boy. This one will be spawning naturally in the End and the Deep Dark. And next up we have the Warper, which will spawn in the Soulside Valley and Basalt Deltas in the Nether. And to summon one of these, we're going to need Chorus Fruit and an Ender Pearl. Who's crying? Is that Doge making the noise? Somebody's making noise. Very, very interesting. But the Warper, let's go ahead and summon you in. There we go. Eye of Ender. So cool. So cool. Look at this guy. It's amazing. This one is hostile if I was in survival. The other ones are like neutral. This one would definitely be hostile towards me, but these creatures look really, really cool. And they are useful. You're going to need them to get the special items to get your pets. You're also going to need the mob drops to craft a bunch of different types of weapons. Some of them are boss reward items, but a lot of the weapons are going to need this. So to make this one, we're going to need Enraged Soul and some paper. And then in our casting table, we can make this right here, this card weapon. There we go. I think I'll do a video going more in depth for all of these weapons and kind of how they work, but they look really cool. And our ultimate is ready. There we go. Oh, that's fancy. Alright, so this one we'll craft with iron. And this right here, this space fracture that we'll get from one of those creatures. But let's go ahead and I'm just going to show you. Oh yeah, we kind of already looked at that one. But if we do this, look at this. These are so cool. Oh man. I love the animations. They did such a good job with all of the different animations for all the things. And I'm just like very, very fast going through these weapons, but maybe we'll do a dedicated video just for all these to kind of explain what it does. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to be, you know, very fast. Next, we're going to need netherite scrapped and some mana scarfs. And we will go ahead and craft up the Eternal Sense right here. So cool. Oh, these are so cool. It feels awesome. Next, we'll need diamonds and a broken seal to make this one. Oh, so cool. Oh, that is amazing. I love it. And then, yeah, we can see it's on cooldown. Their ultimate is ready. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, yeah, definitely more in-depth video for these because this isn't even doing it justice what's going on here. But I just want to go ahead and give you guys a look. This one will need some fur pieces and a shadow remnant to make this. Oh man. We can be powerful. Looks like it's giving us some resistance too, and oh man. Really, really cool. So cool, purple mobs. And the next three are rewards from the bosses. So I don't want to spoil them too much. We'll do one hit for each. But yeah, some pretty cool things. Oh, that was more than one. No looking. No more look. No more. You must defeat the boss. Next, we're going to look at the 5 different pets. So I've already tamed these one. I'll do a more in-depth video very soon. Probably the next video I do because I love the pets and the mounts. But I've already tamed these guys, and their page where you can go ahead and control them is so in-depth. This is the best one I've ever seen in an add-on, I think. So we can go ahead and change their name if we want to. We don't need a name tag. We can just change it here. And if we want to change it again, we can just change it again. Very, very simple. So there we go. Perfect. And there are some different animations. Let's go ahead and move a little bit just so we have more room. Are you following? Let's set you to follow. Oh, there you go. You're ready for battle, puppy. Alright, let's go ahead and move you out here. Very cool. So we can tell them to rest, which they'll go to sleep. And they all have really cute little animations for that. It's adorable. They make little noises. We can tell them to sit. And we can tell them to follow, of course. And they will follow you around. They will teleport to you if you get too far away. And you can set them to roam, which I think is so cool. You can build little areas for your buddies and let them roam around, which is awesome. And you can also set them to despawn as well. But yeah, these are really, really cool. Definitely like that. Yeah, I'm going to build like really nice areas for them so they can kind of like roam around on their own. But let's look at all of them real quick. So there's this one right here, which is like a sword, a special sword pet. And yeah, like I said, future video will show you how to get these guys. But very nice. This one might be one of my favorites. Look at them. Adorable. I like this guy a lot. So cool. Oh, yes. I need to get these in survival and have a little army of little wolf dudes. We have this one over here. Oh, these are so good. I kind of like really love this add-on for the pets, man. Well, if you're following my channel, you know that I'm like a huge pet collector in Minecraft. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for all of these. We got a little kitty cat. Perfect. Oh, look at you go. Adorable. Next up, we're gonna look at 3 different mounts. I'm gonna do a more in-depth video on the pets and mounts in a future video, but here is the first one. And then we have this one right here and this one as well. So I guess you could probably guess what this one does over here. The Froggy Boy. You can rename them just like the pets, and in appearance it looks like you can change them to tamed or the untamed version, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Froggy Boy jumps up. This one can also do damage to mobs as well, which is really cool. Love my Froggy man. This one right here will slowly gather any items surrounding it, which will despawn the gathered items after 5 seconds. So it's kind of like a little magnet buddy type of dealio going on here. Let's see. Oh yeah, they are slowly coming towards us. So that is very cool as well. And then we have this buddy right here who gives us water breathing. Also is best for swimming. So let's go ahead and see if we can come over to this area. Oh yeah, we can sprint. Yeah, we can sprint. But yeah, we can be a little swimmer with our buddy. Oh yeah. And you can sprint in the water. That is really cool. Up next are the 3 boss fights. So I'm not going to go over all of them in depth in this video, maybe in a future video, but there are 3 of them. The Unseeker, we have the Sealed One, and the Possessed Wanderer. And all of these bosses drop very special items that you can use, and some of them are weapons. And all the bosses have different stages and different mechanics for defeating the bosses, which is really, really cool. To start off your boss fight, you're going to need a summoning scroll and the special items that it needs. So this one needs an Eye of Ender and Enraged Soul, and then in the book it'll show you each of the items that are needed to spawn in the boss fight. So let's go ahead and use our summoning scroll, Eye of Ender, Enraged Soul. Oh yeah, and your night slot needs to be empty because you do get a special item during the battle. So there we go. We have an Surrender's Contract, and here we are teleported to the special arena area with the boss in the middle, and we are surrounded by blocks that we're not able to leave, and we have to fight. But there is this right here, the Surrender Contract, that we can go ahead and do if we decide that we don't want to do the battle anymore. But obviously right now I'm in creative, so it's not fighting me. But if you're in survival, yes, they will fight. If you die when you're in the arena, you do spawn back in this area, and that is why you need the contract. If you're like, yeah, I just need more. We need more stuff if you're not able to defeat the boss. But yeah, these guys are really, really cool. We can go ahead and surrender, and we'll get teleported back down beneath the arena area. So hopefully this video is useful to you to decide if you want to go ahead and get this add-on. I definitely enjoy it quite a bit. Definitely feels kind of like its own little mini game in Minecraft, which is awesome. We have boss fights, we have pets, we have mounts, we have special mobs that can spawn in the world, and you can summon them as well. And it's really cool. The weapons are awesome. They have really awesome animations. So yeah, if you enjoyed the things that you saw, I think you definitely would enjoy this add-on. I would recommend it for you. I also think this add-on would work really well with their Villagers Plus Plus add-on. You can make your own little towns and cities and have this add-on in addition to that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I wonder if that was planned. They have the Morph add-on from this studio. I hope that they make these animals, these creatures, be able to work with the Morph add-on in the future. I think that would be amazing to be able to morph into these little guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I will have some other videos on the screen right now in case you're interested in watching some more, and hopefully I'll see you in another video. Bye!